What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here to the Justin Diedrich channel. This is going to be my last first round video here. I'm going to be going through every single pick of the first round and giving grades. It's going to be quick fire style, few quick sentences, and I'm going to give my grade. So we'll go down the board. At number one, the Bears took Caleb Williams. It's a simple A. They did what they needed to do. They didn't overthink it, and they took Caleb. At number two, the Commanders took Jayden Daniels. I'm going to go with an A minus. I had Drake May above Jayden Daniels, but I don't think it was a bad pick at all. They needed to go quarterback, and they did, and they didn't reach. At number three, the Patriots took Drake May. This is an A plus. You didn't take J.J. McCarthy. You took the better quarterback in Drake May. You didn't trade down. I think this was a home run pick. For the Cardinals, take Marvin Harrison. This is an A. You didn't overthink it. You did what you had to do. You took Marv. At five, the Chargers take Joe Alt. I'm going to give this one a B plus. The only way I would have given it higher is if they gave wide receiver, because I think Justin Herbert desperately needs weapons. At six, the Giants take Malik Nabers. This is an A for me. You needed weapons. Malik Nabers is so close to Marvin Harrison for me in this class. I absolutely love this draft pick here. Number seven, the Titans take J.C. Latham. I'm going to go with a solid B minus. I like the pick of tackle. I think there were better guys on the board. Olu Fashanu and Talis Fuaga, I think, in my opinion, would have been better picks, but at least you address the need at tackle. At eight, the Falcons take Michael Penix. This is a D minus. The only reason it's not an F is because I like Penix as a player, but the fit isn't there. You paid Kirk Cousins 4 years, $180 million, and you drafted a 24-year-old quarterback. What's the vision? At nine, the Bears take Rome Odunze. This is a B plus. You get another weapon for your rookie quarterback in Caleb Williams. You now have an elite receiving core with Rome Odunze, Keenan Allen, and DJ Moore, and Cole Kmet, and now DeAndre Swift as well, and Caleb Williams. You built a nice offense. B plus. At 10, the Vikings take J.J. McCarthy. This is a solid B. I wasn't the biggest J.J. McCarthy fan, but at least he went to a situation where he could sit and learn a little bit behind Sam Darnold. B. At 11, the Jets take Olu Fashanu. This might have been my favorite pick of the first round, A+. You took my offensive tackle 1 at 11. You moved down and got some more draft capital. Home run. At 12, the Broncos take Bo Nix. This is an F. This was my least favorite pick of the first round. I did not like Bo Nix as a player at all. Getting him at pick number 12 overall when you have more pressing needs, terrible. Terrible. At pick 13, Brock Bowers. This is going to be a C. It's only a C because I love Brock Bowers as a player, but the fit is awful. If you want to hear my thoughts more on that, you can watch my least favorite first round picks. I talk about it more in depth there. At 14, the Saints take Talis Fuaga. This is going to be a B minus for me, only because Fuaga was a primary right tackle in college. You're going to expect that either him or Ryan Ramczyk can make that transition over to the left tackle side to replace Trevor Penning over there. I'm not sure if Fuaga can do it. It's a tough transition, but we'll see. B minus. At 15, Laiatu Latu to the Colts. This is an A. I really love the fit here. I talk about it more in my favorite first round picks video, so if you want to check it out, you can, but solid A. At 16, Byron Murphy to the Seahawks. This is a B plus. I love the fit here. I love the player. The Seahawks build through the trenches. That's what they do. Byron Murphy was an incredible player. I think he fits really well next to Leonard Williams. At 17, Dallas Turner to the Vikings. This is an A minus. I'm not a huge fan of the fit here, but I love the player, and the Vikings filled a need at edge rusher, so A minus for me. At 18, the Bengals take Amarius Mims. This is a B plus. You desperately needed to address tackle. Mims probably isn't who I go with at this spot. I maybe look at a Tyler Guyton or a Jordan Morgan, but I do love Amarius Mims as a player. High upside, needs development, can sit 1 year behind Trent Brown. This is a B plus. At 19, Jared Verse to the Rams. This is an A. For me, I didn't talk about this in my favorite picks of the first round, but I actually predicted this one right in my final mock draft video. You desperately needed edge rusher. You needed pressure on the quarterback. They got that, and a pro-ready guy in Jared Verse. This is an A minus, or A. I think I said A. The Steelers, Troy Fautanu at 20, listed as a guard here, so they drafted him to be guard. I'm going to go with a B. I'm not high on the value of a guard in the first round, but I do really like Troy Fautanu. I think he can stick at tackle, has the flexibility to play both on injury, so I'm going to go solid B. 21, Chop Robinson to the Dolphins. I hate mocking for the Dolphins because you never know what they're going to do, but I think I am going to give them a B minus on this one. I think there were better edge rushers on the board here, but I like Chop Robinson. I like the speed. The Dolphins continue just to draft speedy players, whether it's on offense or defense, so B minus. Quinion Mitchell to the Eagles is an A plus. Corner one, a top 15 player for me in the class. The Eagles were rumored to trade up for him, and they got him at 22. He fits their scheme well. He's such a good athlete, such a good player. A plus. 23, Brian Thomas Jr. to the Falcons. This one's a C plus. I love BTJ. I do, and I think he could have gone earlier. He's that good of a player. But the fit doesn't make sense because you have Christian Kirk, you have Zay Jones, you have Gabe Davis. I like Brian Thomas Jr. I like getting more weapons for your young quarterback, but I'm not a huge fan of the fit. At 24, the Lions take Terrion Arnold. This is an A minus for me. I like Terrion Arnold a lot. I like the fit over there in Detroit. I just wish that they maybe would have gone with a speedier guy in Nate Wiggins, a more cover guy, because they got beat on the back end a lot, and Arnold lacks that top end speed, but you still address the need at corner. At 25, Jordan Morgan to the Packers. I'm going to give it a B. This was silently one of my favorite picks at the back end of the first round. I predicted this one right in my final mock draft. They needed to get tackle to replace David Bakhtiari. Morgan's a really good pass protector. I think he'll be a great fit over there in Green Bay. At 26, Graham Barton to the Buccaneers. I'm going to give this one a C+. I think they had more pressing needs than replacing Ryan Jensen at center, but if you're going to do it, go Graham Barton. They opted for Barton over the pure center in Jackson Powers Johnson, who did not end up going in the first round. But overall, I did like this pick, but I think there was more pressing needs they could have addressed. At 27, Darius Robinson to the Cardinals. I do like this pick a lot. I'm going to go with an A minus. I love Darius Robinson, a player. I love the fit. He'll fit in there. It's 3-4 defensive end. He's better on the interior than I think he's suited for edge. The Cardinals hit a home run with this one, A minus. Xavier Worthy to the Chiefs. I'm going to go with a B. This was one of my favorite picks. Just because I think it's the Chiefs, but the player itself, I was not a huge Xavier Worthy fan. But he went to the perfect situation here, so it's a B. Guyton to the Cowboys, I'm going to go with a C minus. I was not a huge fan of the Cowboys fit for Tyler Guyton, but I like the player. It's just a matter of can he develop there on a team that's ready to compete, but he needs time to develop before he's ready to go out there and compete. Nate Wiggins to the Baltimore Ravens. This is an easy A for me. Wiggins was a really good player. I thought he definitely could have gone earlier than 30. The Ravens stick and pick good players. It's just what they do. The Ravens draft well. At 31, the 49ers take Ricky Pearsall. This is a D for me. I like Ricky Pearsall, the player. He's really good, but I didn't like him all the way up into the first round. They passed on more pressing needs as well as passing on better players at the position to draft Ricky Pearsall. It's just a little puzzling to me. And at 32, the Carolina Panthers take Xavier Legette. I'm going to go with a B here. I think I would have preferred for them to go with Donai Mitchell, but I like Xavier Legette. They gave him a draft promise for 33 and then ended up trading up to get him at 32. Not a bad pick. Not my preferred pick, but not a bad pick. That is the end of my first round grades here for you guys. Be sure if you missed the favorite and the least favorite picks of the first round, go check that out. I will be releasing more content for day 2 and day 3 of the NFL draft as well. So be able turn those post notifications on, subscribe so you don't miss those episodes. There will be more draft content coming for you guys. As always, I'll see you in the next episode.